Kia ora, I'm Brooke. I'm a textile artist and I'm going to show you how to make a scrunchie today. You're going to need a sewing machine, an iron and an ironing board, and then some fabric, thread, snips, a safety pin, and some elastic. Let's get started. Alrighty, so you're gonna need a piece of fabric about 110 centimeters long and about 15 centimeters width. So this is the right side of your fabric. The right side of the fabric is the one that's gonna be seen, and we're going to fold it right sides together. And if you're using a fabric that is the same on both sides, doesn't matter. We're going to sew the two short ends together with a 1 centimeter seam allowance. With all of our sewing, we're going to do a back tack or reverse stitch, and that knots it at the top and at the bottom. So I'm going to remove from the sewing machine and cut my threads. I've got my ironing board and my iron, and it's hot, so be careful. So we're going to press the seam open and press all the way along. Once you've pressed this short seam open, you're going to press the entire length of the fabric in half, wrong sides together. We're going to find the seam that we'd just made, and we're going to lay it face down on the table, and we're going to take the other side of the tube and we're going to slide it on top. And then we fold, and then we're going to take it over to the sewing machine. We're going to start at our pressed seam and we're going to sew all the way around. Now, as we sew this, what we're doing is we're pushing this tube right into the fold, and we're matching up our raw edges and we're sewing them together. Now you're going to get to a point where you can't sew anymore, and what you need to do is pull the inside tube through towards you, and you're going to find that there's more fabric to sew. So I'm coming up to the beginning of where I started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep sewing and leave a little gap, about 5 centimeters, about 4 fingers worth, and then remove your fabric. So we left this little wee hole, and you put your little fingers in, and you're going to pull the fabric out like a magician almost. Then we're going to repress it. Once your fabric is pressed, you're going to find the hole, and we're going to thread some elastic through. So I'm using about 15 centimeters of elastic and a safety pin, and I'm going to attach it to one end of the elastic. So we're going to thread the elastic through the tube all the way around. We're going to use the safety pin as the head, okay, so he's leading the way. I'm going to hold the other end of the elastic in my mouth. Gone all the way through. The pin is now coming out the end. I hold both of these pieces of elastic and just give it a wee pull. Remove the safety pin, and you're going to sew both of these pieces of elastic together. Remove the scrunchie, snip your threads, and you can remove a little bit of the elastic too. Suck the elastic back into the scrunchie. Now all we need to do is close this little hole. So now you can remove your scrunchie. And there we have it, scrunchie.